Hey guys, thanks for clicking. Welcome to day 5 of our 10-day clean eating challenge, halfway there. And it is the weekend. Yay for the weekend. Who doesn't love a great weekend? A bad weekend is always better than a great week. That's my thoughts anyways. Yesterday's episode was about eating clean on a budget. And my number one tip was to avoid eating out. That'll save you lots of money. But the reality is we are all realists and, sometimes, whether it's with friends or family, sometimes a girl's just got to eat out. So today my tips are going to be about how to eat clean when you're eating out. So let me share a few tips on eating clean for those times when you do choose to indulge. So my number one tip is to plan ahead. So just like planning your meals for the week, in order to not get yourself into trouble, you're best to plan ahead. Go online and scope out restaurants. Look at the menus. It's easy to see. You can see the menus and, purposely choose a good restaurant that has lots of clean eating options. Restaurants are so different now than they used to be, and they understand how people are trying to make healthy changes. So it's not that difficult to find a restaurant that does serve healthy foods. So plan ahead. Go online and do your research. Tip number two is, if you do go to a restaurant and you find yourself not able to choose something healthy because you didn't plan ahead, you can order off the menu. Take it from me. I've worked in the restaurant industry my whole entire life, and they don't mind. It's not that you're asking for something that they don't already have in the kitchen. Stick to something simple. Stick to, chicken and veggies, or steak and veggies, or fish and veggies. Every restaurant has all that in it. Maybe not fish, but most restaurants do. They have salmon or something. So, ask. Ask how you want it prepared. If it says fried, say, can I get this grilled? Of course, they're not going to have any issues. You're paying for it. You want to eat healthily, and trust me, they're very open to it. You just got to ask. Just because it says it's prepared this way on the menu doesn't mean that's the way it has to be served. In fact, grilling something is easier for them maybe than breading it and deep frying it, or so just ask. It's all about how you ask. Please, thank you, and they'd be glad to accommodate your requests. Okay, trust me. So tip number 3, skip the sauces. If it has a sauce on it, if it says creamy, or if it says stuffed with, or, watch out for those words. There's a lot of fat and probably a lot of unhealthy things in there. So again, keep it simple. Skip the sauces. Don't go for anything with sauce, and you can top it with, depending what you're getting, just some fresh herbs and some spices. You can ask them to spice it up and herb it up for you instead. Dressings. If you're having a salad, salad can be just as unhealthy as having a hamburger with fries, depending what's in it. So make sure there's healthy things in your salad. When it comes to dressings, do the fork test. What's the fork test? The fork test is get your dressing on the side, take a fork, dip it in your dressing, then grab some salad. Okay, instead of pouring the dressing all over your salad, dip your fork in the dressing and then grab some salad. Trust me, you're going to get that salad taste, but you're going to get like very, very small amounts of dressing. And, if you can, stick to, something like a lemon, freshly squeezed lemon and olive oil with pepper. Something simple, again, not creamy. Yeah, the fork test, okay? Ask the waiter to skip the bread. You know, sometimes when you're sitting and waiting and you're hungry, you just mindlessly eat all the bread that's on there. Well, you know, firstly, the bread that they're serving is probably not clean. It's probably white. It's probably loaded with crap. So just skip the bread altogether. You know, just ask them to not even bring it to your table. You're going to save yourself a lot of calories too. Okay. You know, when you're ordering your meal, instead of going for the starch like the potato or the fries, ask for extra veggies. They'd be happy to do that. So again, have your steak and veggies, fish and veggies. You know, skip the starch. Save yourself having to deal with the repercussions of that later on. Another option is to, you know, split an entree with your partner or whoever you're having dinner with, or skip the entree and have 2 healthy appetizers. It's going to save you a little bit of money, and also you're likely to find some healthy appetizer options. Okay. Another tip when eating out, you know, skip the fancy drinks. Okay. Those fancy drinks, pina colada, margarita, martinis, all those fancy drinks are loaded with sugar. Okay. So try and stick to good old Perrier or H2O, or if you're going to have an evening and you want to have some drinks, you know, try and do something like wine, my favorite, or like a vodka soda, something like that. Okay. It's a healthier option than though alcohol's not clean. I'm not saying it's clean. I'm just saying, being realistic. Okay, if you're going to indulge, because remember, it's 80-20. Okay, hopefully for these 10 days it's 100%, but let's be realistic about this. Okay. Anyways, eating out can be a challenge, but if you make a plan and stick to it, it's not that hard. Okay, then you can include it on your list of things to do every now and then. Just making the right choices. So anyways, guys, that's about it. If you have any tips, that would be great. I'd love to know if you guys know of any local restaurants, because a lot of you are from different places. So any local restaurants that you know is easy to eat clean at. If you could share below, that way we could all maybe put that restaurant on our list and visit it. So that would be great. Thank you so much and have a great weekend. Bye-bye.